Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another pick a card reading. Today's reading is all about Gemini season. Woo! So Gemini season starts May 21st through June 21st. Very excited about this. This is for everyone, not just Gemini. This is just during Gemini season and embracing that Gemini feeling. So cool. So before I begin, this is a general read. So if it resonates with you, yes! Woo! I'm super stoked. If it doesn't resonate with you, well, I'm sorry. There are 3 readings, so you can make sure that you watch all of them and see if any of those resonate with you. Also, there are some love cards that are in here. My default is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable. So he's can be she's, she can be he's, he, she, whatever's going on in your life. So let's get started. Also, a big shout out to Alan for the background music. His information will be in the description below. So number 1 is agate, and that is healthy body. Number 2 is calcite, which is relaxation. And then number 3 is citrine, abundance. So 1, 2, or 3, pick a cad, any cad. We're gonna start with number 1. Okay, so agate is that healthy body. It is also a grounding stone, and it helps build self-confidence. Very cool. So the general energy that's going to be over the Gemini season is going to be Jaguar energy, and that is integrity, devotion, and compassion. Allow for mistakes and being humble and forgiveness. Very cool card. Okay, so I have the tarot cards, so I'm just going to flip them and show you them, and then I'll read them together. So you have Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the King of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is actually a relationship. This is something that has to do with 2 people. This can be you and another person, or something that is coming up in the Gemini season or is starting to develop. Because you have some really big players. You have the Emperor and the Empress. You have the Lovers card. You have that Lovers card, as well as the Queen of Pentacles, so your feminine energy, and then your masculine energy, which is that King of Swords. So King of Swords is air signs. This is Gemini season, so this is coming out with a really Gemini feel. So that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. And the earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So I feel like there is something big that's coming. So keep those astrology signs in mind. It can also be the like how these cards present themselves. Like the King of Swords is really serious, while the Queen of Pentacles is really materialistic, loves gifts, things like that. So just keep that in mind. I do feel like there is a blockage, and it's 3 different cards. You have the 5 of Pentacles. So there's money that's an issue. It's always feeling broke, and this person's trying to impress you, or you're trying to impress a person, but you're always broke. There's that money issue where you're trying to get that together in order to really wow this person. And I feel like it is the air sign wowing the Queen of Pentacles. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles, and that's holding on to the past and holding on to emotional baggage. So there's work that's being done right now. And then you have that 7 of Swords. Traditionally, this is like thievery, deception, things like that. I'm not feeling that. I'm actually feeling building healthy boundaries. So there's work that's being done, but at the end of this, it's Emperor and Empress. So that is really, really cool. Okay, so 3 love cards came up. The first one is very soon, and that is clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it's deciding whether you want this relationship or deciding who this person is. I don't know. What applies to your life? Okay, and then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And that's building that healthy boundaries and also healing and things like that. And this can definitely be someone that is in your past that might be coming back. So, but you need to make sure that if that is the case, you have to forgive, learn, and grow from it. Don't bring up the past if you are dealing with an ex. You have to be on the same page and treat it almost like a new relationship. And then you have attraction. And that is you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Very cool. Okay, you have Jupiter returns, benefits. Taurus, I have, there's your Queen of Pentacles. Mars, force. And then Aries, I am. So there's definite like Mars, Aries energy that's coming into this as well. So this can be someone that is either in that Queen of Pentacles or that King of Swords energy as well. And it is forcing. So it is that Ram energy where it's like, I want to get back with you, or I want to be in this relationship. And it's going to be kind of forceful in not a weird, gross way, but a forceful way of like showing that, hey, I'm interested and I'm ready to work on this and I'm ready to go. So keep that in mind. And then you have benefits. So there is going to be benefits with this person because this person seems really like a really good match. And I think also while you're building healthy boundaries, that's going to be a benefit for throughout your entire life, not just romance. And then you have Taurus, which is that Queen of Pentacles energy. Just be yourself. And that is, you're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Yes, you are. And teamwork. And that is work with others to make this situation come about. So if you have a person that's in mind for this reading that you're like, it's this person, hands down, make sure that it's teamwork to be in a relationship, as well as ask other people that are around you. So if this is someone in your friend group, ask your friends to help, set you guys up, or co-workers, things like that. Make sure that you use your tribe that's around you. Got fog, veiled. Summer solstice, radiance. And green man, synergy. So I feel like with the fog, things are kind of veiled in this relationship, but you're going to have this summer solstice. This is a time to really be, really watch out what's happening, because this might not, well, I don't know when summer solstice is actually. I don't know if it's in Gemini or if it's in Cancer. I'm leaning more towards Cancer, but keep in mind of that summer solstice. You need to just make sure that you are really focused on that time frame, because that's going to burn up all of this fog and all of your what's going on and make it super clear. And then you have synergy, and synergy is kind of like the circle of life, like everything works together in that way, and it really goes with that teamwork and everything is combined. And so you just have this really great feeling of like almost divine timing in a sense. So then you have siege, which is quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And then you have solace, which is bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So I'm getting like with this, that this is a meditation time. Make sure that you take some time, go by a river, a stream, a lake, ocean, something, and meditate. Make sure you get some quiet time, really meditate with that water. It's really gonna help you. So the first card that you got for Kuan Yin is the Yin Express, and that is power and assistance and blessings are coming to you for your soul purpose. So cool. So if you don't already know what your soul purpose is, this is a time that it's going to really start to bless you in certain areas, and you're going to really realize, oh, this is part of what my soul purpose is. So if you're trying to find that, right now in Gemini season, it's going to be giving you hints to what that is. And then you have blessings of the Moon Maiden, and that is abundance, prosperity are coming to you now, and trust it is. Be open to receiving. So cool. So some really big things are happening for you guys in the Gemini season. So be open to it and it will come. So cool. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this. We are on to number 2. And that's calcite relaxation. Okay, so for the energy reads that we have is bat, and that is rebirth. And we have beaver, which is builder. So for the bat, it's rebirth. It's also letting go of the negative. And it's kind of a death of a part of yourself for another part to be either reborn or grow. So this is like bad habits, things like that that are negative aspects that you need to die. Then you have the beaver, which is builder, and it's putting ideas into action and finding solutions to problems that are going on. And also with calcite, it's relaxation, it's an amplifier, and it also clears negative energy. So that's a really cool stone too. So a really cool energy. It is kind of giving me a Gemini energy because it's like a rebirth, which a lot of times are like a really more of like a, not a calming time, but just kind of a still time. It's really more of a reflective time. And then you have builder, which is like, you know, I'm ready to go. So, it's very interesting and it's very Gemini. Like this is the quintessential Gemini energy. Okay. So we have the King of Wands, we have 7 of Cups, we have Ace of Cups, we have Ace of Pentacles, we have 8 of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, we're doing a lot of like Gemini feeling. It's almost like contradictive. You have this really creative, really fiery passion that's going on. This can be work. This can be hobbies. This can be other things that are like that. And there's choices that are being made right now. So that kind of resonates more with that like bat energy where it's like, how do I make myself better? How do I level up? And there is the Ace of Cups, which to me signifies that love is coming. The Ace of Pentacles, that money is coming. So there's like a promotion or a new job, something that's going to bring in a little bit more money. And you have this like 8 of Wands, which is like fast moving like news. Like this is like the breaking news bulletin. It's that like like it is fast. And then you end it with the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving. So I feel like you're making these decisions really quickly. And I think you're ready for like, once I make it, I'm ready to shoot off in that direction. And that's just not going to happen. So it's making those decisions quickly right now and making sure that you are choosing what your heart desires and not spending too much time trying to decide on it and just go for it. But the problem is once you get there, it's going to be slow moving to get there. So keep that in mind. So for your love card, it is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. You have children. Your love life is being affected by children. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So it feels like this love card, this could be even like if you are in a relationship already, this can be getting to the next level on things. Whoever you were thinking about in this cup, if you are dating or whatnot, this is kind of what it's saying, or whatever relationship is going to be coming up in the Gemini season where something might spark, that this is going to be a really big relationship for you. Now with the children, I think the why it's being affected is maybe you're changing your mind about children. Maybe it is that you've always wanted children and now you met this person and they don't want children and you're changing your mind, or vice versa. Maybe you didn't want children and you met this person and you're like, I want babies with you. So it seems like there is that aspect. This can actually be even children that are here. That can be like dating a single parent, and being like, I never thought of myself as a step mom or a stepdad, and look, then you're finding these kids and you're just like with this partner and you're like, wow, like I can totally see myself. So there is that kind of aspect that is with children that's coming in. Okay, so then we have third house messages, fifth house creativity, grand trine blessings, Gemini, I think, 12th house escape, first house the body, and Cancer, I feel. So you have Gemini and you have Cancer, which that's funny because this is totally a Gemini feeling. They're the twins, and it's just kind of like the yin and yang. It's that very much like sometimes really contradictive energy, and I feel like that's really happening. In the love, this can be a Gemini, this can be a Cancer, so keep that in mind as well. You have the messages, so make sure that you are receiving this message and look for signs. That can be children, that can be bats, that can be beavers. Any of the other signs that are coming up after these other cards, just keep in mind, because that could be something that your spirit guide is signifying to you or signaling that this is what you're on the right path. So just keep that in mind. Then you have that fifth house creativity, and the fifth house creativity is really singing to that King of Wands energy. It's that fire energy. It's really getting into that kickstart of stuff. So that is really something big in either your job or hobbies or something that's like that in your creativity is coming to fruition in Gemini season. Hey, Coda, stop, please. Okay, then you have the grand trine blessings, and that is you are being blessed throughout the Gemini season. Then you have Gemini, you have the 12th house, that's escape. So it feels like you really do need to not just escape things and the responsibilities, but like with Gemini energy, they are very much in their mind. They are intelligent, and they're just, it's like a mile a minute kind of thing. And it feels like what you need to do is make sure that you rest as well. There's a lot of creativity and there's a lot of movement and work that is going to be coming up in Gemini season, but just make sure that you are having that escape, that retreat, that just relaxation. And also take care of your body. Listen to your body during this time as well. That is, if you are going too fast, too hard, you need to slow it down. So just keep listening to your body. Okay, so then you have believe in yourself, and that see yourself doing well, and you will. And then you have waterfall, which is effortless. Ocean, ebb and flow. And island, solitude. First of all, island and solitude is that escape. It's making sure that you take time for yourself and you make sure that you recharge your batteries. You need to make sure that you are getting that retreat time, because it feels like Gemini season, you are going to hit the ground running. You are going to be going. So the ocean ebb and flow, that is just how nature is, you know, it comes in, comes out. It is that feeling. So things are going to kind of seem like that, and so you need to make sure that you just ride the waves. So it's going to be really, really, really busy, and then you just need to make sure that you go and relax, recharge your batteries. Busy, relax. So keep that in mind. And then waterfall, effortless, and it feels like a lot of this, especially with money and love, is going to be effortless. And I think also with the making choices, it is going to be effortless in the way of you know what you want. So make sure that you make choices that go towards that direction of what you're wanting. Okay, then you have Mother Mary, which is expect a miracle. You have Lakshmi, and that is bright future. Stop worrying, everything's going to be fine. Bridget, which is don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And then White Tara, which is sensitivity, you're becoming increasingly sensitive, avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So that White Tara is really kind of, for me, speaking with that relaxation and making sure that you take time, because you are going to be sensitive. Again, you do have that Cancer energy as well that is happening in the Gemini season. So you are going to be feeling that sensitivity coming. But there is going to be love here. There's going to be love. And things are looking good. You have a bright future. So that should give you more confidence in making those decisions, as well as expect a miracle, that have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So you got to trust it, believe, ask, believe, and receive, and just let it go, and it will come back. And then the Bridget, don't back it down. I think that you're going to be in that ebb and flow. When you're busy, you need to make sure that you don't back down on what you believe in. So if someone's going to be against an idea or whatnot, you don't just like, okay, really fight for what you are, what you stand for and what you're trying to accomplish. It doesn't mean that you get into like a fight, but it's make sure that you don't back down on your ideas and don't be walked over on. You can compromise and change it to make it so it appeals to everyone, but don't back down on what your ideas are. Make sure that you are heard. And then you have the divine destiny, and that's the divine warriors within you, helping you to continue a worthy path even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So that's really going back with that, don't back down. So it feels like you're going to be really fighting for things that, and again, when I say fighting, it's not like actually like fighting, but it's like, it's ideas, it's things like that. Your creativity is coming. Okay, and then you have the weave the future golden, and that's being present in the present. Something good is coming. Call to all opportunities, teachings, and circumstances, because these are all going to be attached to your future. So cool. Well, guys, that's it for that reading. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and we are on to number 3. Okay, so you chose citrine, which is abundance. It's a cleanser, it's a regenerator, it raises self-esteem and self-confidence. Your energy for the Gemini season is wild boar, and wild boar is confrontation. Quit avoiding the inevitable. Get the courage to confront all that life offers. Acknowledge and accept the truth at all times. Very cool card. That doesn't mean that you start to confront people on and fight, but like if someone hurts your feelings, make sure that you confront them in the way of like, hey, you hurt my feelings. Okay, so you got 10 of Pentacles. You got Knight of Swords. You got 8 of Pentacles. You got the Wheel of the Year or Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, 9 of Swords, and Justice. Right off the bat, the destiny is at and fate is at stake right now. It's really starting to go. You have Libra energy as well that's going. I feel like the confrontation and things like that is going to be happening in your family life and your work life. So this is just, again, like if a project isn't going your way, or at work, or you have a suggestion, make sure that you confront that, as well as with family. If someone hurt your feelings, make sure that you tell them that. So keep that in mind. But there is like a fast moving energy that's towards family. It feels like it might be even like work is bleeding into family life. So that might be something to confront as well. There is some sort of depression, anxiety, drama that's going on. And then you have the moon, which is like unknown of whatnot. And tarot they want to mask some things, so then you can actually learn them. It sometimes will not reveal all, So your love card is love yourself first. Your self-esteem makes you more romantically attractive. And that's very true. And it feels like that is what is happening right now with this confrontation with this wild boar. It's really showing that like self-love, self-confidence, and showing that you have self-respect for yourself. And so you're really showing that you love yourself. Then you got Capricorn. I use South Node, Life's Debts. Sagittarius, I see Neptune, Sacrifice. 8th house, Endings and Beginnings. And you have Libra, I Balance. So again, you have that Libra energy with that Justice. And Capricorn, Sagittarius. This can be people that are at work or that are in your family. Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, or it can be you. So just keep that in mind. Life's debts, I feel like that there's going to be, there's family members that are doing stuff that are putting that above your head. So it's like, for example, hey, I helped you out with these bills and now you owe me so much more than what I helped you out, and your gratitude isn't enough. So it feels like that there's like a life debt kind of issue that's going on that needs to be confronted. And with Neptune is you've sacrificed a lot right now, and you've sacrificed a lot in the past, and it's time that you stop sacrificing yourself, and you need to make sure that you are you're doing you, and that you need to focus on your self-confidence and really start to confront on things and do all of that. So there's that sacrifice that's there. Endings and beginnings, and I feel like once you start to doing this and you are loving yourself first, you are ending a really, really negative sacrificial part of yourself, and you're actually becoming more of a grounded, more stable individual. And then you have the Libra, I Balance, and that's that Libra energy as well. So Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay, you got brothers and sisters. To get along with others, see the love and the best within them. So again, that can be those family members. Let go of stress. Amen. Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out now. Okay. And then listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Okay. Then you have ceremony, invocation, childhood, innocence, Gaia, nurturing, stone people, vigilance, wind, activation, and cave, sanctuary. So I'm really getting a thing to go into like your religious or spiritualness and really focus on that during Gemini season because of ceremony and cave. So make sure that you are being spiritual or go to church or what you are supposed to be doing to really increase your spirituality during this time. I do, again, this is like screaming family, the Gaia and the childhood. So this is something to do with family. That's a big thing. Stone people and vigilance is making sure that you are being vigilant of people that might be negative and might be coming into your life in a negative fashion. And then the wind activation, I think that this is just this really cool energy that you're like standing up for yourself and you're like, I'm done. I'm done being walked on. Okay, so then you have Freya, which is bold, and that's unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Ishtar, boundaries. My favorite card. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And Aphrodite, which is inner goddess, and awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So again, this is like you are being bold. You're building boundaries, and you're doing a lot of self-care. So cool. Okay, then you have the Eyes of Horus. The Eyes of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you're being divinely protected. Very cool. So again, really focus on your spirituality right now. Really focus on that, and you are like transforming in a really cool way. And then your last card is the Lotus Throne, and it's trust your inner light. Even if the light of others around you seems more powerful, know that you are divine. I was showing you the back of the card. There's that one. Okay, so that is a really cool card, and it is really much just trust your inner light. And, you know, the thing about it is that maybe others seem brighter, but you need to know that you are shining a light, and that's the light you need to be focusing on. All right, guys, make sure that you like and subscribe to this. Also, make sure that you comment and let me know if this resonated with you. All right, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Happy Gemini season. Bye-bye.